Hello, I'm Tim Beggins, president of Elk Trading Company. In this, the natural gas weekly recap. Natural gas prices are down slightly. We're looking at 305.20, down 1.5 cents or 0.49% for the spot September contract. As you can see, it's been a complete downtrend all the way from June the 20th. We've not been able to rally. Yesterday's storage report was low relative to expectations, got a little bit of bounce, and faded again. But conversely, the market does not like to spend any real time below $3. So let's take a look at the hourly chart. And this is the same picture. As you can see, we rallied off that storage report yesterday, but then failed immediately in the next hour bar. But we've not been able to break down in either direction. So what we're doing right now is currently trading at 305.80. We opened up the week at 306 and change. So we're going nowhere fast. Right now, today's daily pivot is 308.30. We've got first support here at 301.90. We got today as low as 302.2. So we're holding first pivot support. Second pivot support would be at 297. Above the market would be resistance at 313.20 and well above that 319.60 and 324.5. We've got no news to speak of that's going to move this market in either direction. So let's take a look at the EIA natural gas storage report yesterday. It was 7. This is relative to expectations around plus 15, plus 16. And again, the reason why we came in low, the South Central, particularly salt dome storage. Why? They're playing the markets here while they still have a chance. Summer heat still coming around, and they've got to pull some gas, hoping that they can refill it as temperatures start to decline. And here's the front to back spreads. This is the Jan versus the October spread. And as you can see, we've spent some time all the way up here at 133.90. That was the objective. But now we're starting to fade. And the RSI is starting to come off as well. As you can see, it has not been able to get over 60. And that's a weak sign. So that means we possibly have the path of least resistance on this particular spread is towards support, major support at 120. Let's take a look at next year's spread, the Jan versus the April spread. And as you can see here, we've got a completed wave. The RSI is converging with price, but we're getting no real price action to the upside. Why? The market is waiting to understand where the winter forecast will be, how much summer heat we have left, and if there's any other bullish news, such as LNG exports, which are doing quite well. And as you can see here, the 8 to 14-day temperature outlook above normal. Oklahoma, parts of the panhandle here, both in Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado, and Kansas, and Nebraska. And then, as you can see, around the Great Lakes up to the mid-Atlantic states and parts of South Florida. Let's take a look at the heat index. And this is record heat out here in Arizona. So we've got 1.4 million people under extreme heat risk today, but that starts to fade as we get through the week here. It comes off. We start to get very little in the way of extreme heat after Sunday. And then all of a sudden, we just really start to lose a lot of support here in the marketplace from heat, but there is still some humidity. And again, next Thursday starts to make a comeback in parts of Florida, Washington, all the way back to New York, and parts of Texas. So let's take a look at the tropics. Well, as you can see here, this is post-tropical cyclone Dexter, and it's simply heading out to sea, heading toward Europe at this stage. And we've got very low risk behind it. We've got about a 10% chance here off the southeast coast, and that's in the next 48 hours. Right now, we've got 0% chance now in the next 48 hours of this system coming off of Africa. You could probably guess why. And here's the systems, as we can see. There is some storm systems coming off of Africa. This is the one that we were looking at before. We thought that might have a better chance. And the southeast continues to give us some ideas of maybe something's forming, maybe not, but it's going to rain a lot in Florida. And here's the outlook. This is the global tropical hazard outlook. This is for next week, the 13th through the 19th. As you can see, the highest risk is here just to the east of the Windward Islands. And again, possibly here in the mid-Atlantic as we get further and further into August. And there it is, the Saharan air layer, again, inhibiting everything in the mid-Atlantic. And look at this. It's the biggest monster wave we've got so far this season coming off of Africa right now. So I expect nothing to happen anytime soon in the tropics, at least for the mid Atlantic. Best chance will be off the southeast coast of the United States and possibly in the Gulf of America slash Mexico. And that heat index, of course, out in Arizona. Why? Because it's still a major drought. And this has really become a problem. You can basically draw a line from Idaho right down through San Antonio, Texas, and everything to that west is in drought conditions. Let's take a look at the stocks. This is the oil and gas E&P sector. This is a market cap between $2 and $10 billion, and it has a high short float over 10%. As you can see, Apache up 8%, CNX up only 1.73%, but we've got some negatives. CRK, Comstock Resources, and Murphy are down slightly. So recapping again, the September contract here, the spot contract is currently trading at 305.60, down 1.1 cents or 0.36%, doing nothing, basically going sideways for the entire week. We'll watch on Sunday night. Does Lucy pull the football out from Charlie Brown once again and head south on this market? We'll look to see if it can also stay below $3. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for listening. We'll see you soon.